Hello, Gemini. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading for the second half of August from the 16th through the 31st. We are going to take a look at how the connection is affecting your person, whether you are in separation or going through some challenges at this time, Gemini. This is general as always, so it's not going to resonate with every single person. Please do take from this what makes sense for you. Let the rest go. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. Just a side note, guys, that I am fully booked through mid-September, so there is a bit of a wait. But if you visit my website, all of that info, my current availability, since it does change often, it's available there. Okay, so you can read up off of my website anything and everything that you need to know. All right, guys, so let's dive right into this, Gemini. These are the 3 card decks that we'll be using for your focus messages. This first deck is Spirit Cards by 7 Stars, the Love Compass Oracle by Lunatide Love, and this is my self-created deck, the HeartSpace Oracle. So let me set these 2 aside. Let's get started. And this first deck here contains letters and numbers. And so it could certainly be letters that could be a part of your person's name, Gemini. It could be numbers that play a significant role to you. So let's grab a few. Let's take a look and see what presents itself here. All right, we're already starting off with O. So let's set that aside. J. We have an M. We have an L. Ooh, we have a yes. We've got quite a few here. We've got V, P, D, Z, B. Bottom of the deck is an I. All right, so I'm guided to all of these. Take whichever one of these resonates most with you. So this could either be an O or a 0. Take it for however way that makes sense. So JML, we have a yes, as I mentioned here. We've got a V, P. So quite a few letters. You guys actually got the most out of all the signs I've done so far. D, Z, B, and an I. All right, so let's continue. Let's grab a message from the Love Compass Oracle here. Put this yes over here. And maybe some of you guys really needed an answer. You know, you've had a question. Maybe you needed a yes or a no. Well, you're getting it through this reading. You have a yes answer that's coming through here. All right, so let's take a look. What's your additional focus message here? I'm guided to this card. Embrace love. Make space for another and accept the connection for what it is. Embrace the new opportunities and blessings around you. Open your heart to accept and receive more love. Through embracing vulnerability, you will find strength. Okay, so you're being asked to make space for somebody else to come into your life and to accept a situation for what it is, whether it's a challenging situation or you're in separation from someone that you're thinking about for this reading. Perhaps time is needed if there is a reconciliation that's possible between the 2 of you. So what I'm guided to tell you here, Gemini, is that you're being guided towards a different path to move on and just live your life. And if it comes back to you, then that's because it's meant to be. So let's add to that with a message from my deck, the HeartSpace Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini in love and life for the second half of August. I'm guided to this card. Always and forever, you will be my Valentine, my love. Okay, so even though you're being directed towards a different direction, perhaps you will forever see this person as your Valentine, the person that you really want to be with, you know, but maybe life had other plans or life got in the way and caused you guys to be in separation from one another at this time. So we'll see if there's a chance to bring it back around. All right, guys. So let's start things off with the Pining Rose Love Oracle here. But yeah, you guys ended up getting the most letters from that deck. So O or 0, J, M, L, V, P, D, Z, B, and an I. And you ended up getting a yes answer. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What else do we need to know at this point in time? We do have insomnia. Someone's losing sleep over here. This could be you. This could be your person. It could be both of you. We have sorrow. So close. Missing those intimate moments. Sorrow is grief. You know, it's a very painful energy. I have a feeling here, Gemini, that there's somebody that you're really missing, that you are in separation from. You miss the closeness, and maybe, you know, when it's late at night and you're up and you can't seem to drift off to sleep, you can't get this person off your mind. Letters, which can of course be text messages, emails, or actual letters that you've written this person. Correspondence of some sort between the two of you. Maybe if either of you have kept these messages, then maybe you guys read through it, reminiscing over conversations you guys have had. What else? Drowning. Someone's drowning or feeling like they're drowning in their sorrows, maybe. Just very sad energy, sorrowful. And this drowning card for me, I tend to feel that someone's drowning their sorrows by drinking too much, or just so incredibly overwhelmed by their grief and sorrow that they can't seem to snap out of it. They can't seem to come up for air to just even see a glimmer of hope in this situation. And for some of my Geminis, maybe you feel the same way. We have accidental love coming through here. This is a card for me where two people might have started off as friends. That's all it was. And you guys were great as friends, and somewhere along the line, something happened, feelings developed, and it turned into a love connection. It turned into something way beyond friendship. Accidental love. You guys weren't meaning to fall in love, but it happened. We also have torture here. We do have a male figure in this photo. So for my male divine masculines, perhaps you feel tortured by not being with your divine feminine. It feels like torture being in separation. But there's still hope here. Look at this. There's still hope. Our song. There's a particular song or certain songs that you hear, Gemini, and it reminds you of the connection. It reminds you of this person. You guys might have even talked of getting married someday. We do have a wedding band right there. And I do feel for some of you with that accidental love energy and this wedding band, two people that didn't mean to fall in love, but it ended up going in that direction. Somebody was already in a committed partnership or married. And so what does that turn into? A third-party situation for some of you guys. But look at this. There is a reunion that's possible here, Gemini. And we have spy. So I have a feeling you guys are keeping tabs on one another, more than likely on social media. We do have dancing through my dreams. So it's interesting how we have a reference to music here and then dancing. You guys could have certainly enjoyed music, or either dancing or music, or somebody's a musician, is gifted in music somehow. And this person might be your true love, Gemini. We'll grab a couple more. Be mine, and I love you, and third party. So that confirms things a little bit, you know? There is this desire to bring this back together, to have that reunion. The love is here. And maybe that's why it's so hard for you to just detach from this person, because you do consider them to be your true love. You do love them, Gemini. In your heart of hearts, you still want them. In your heart, I love you is coming through. I have a feeling for some of you, these are words that were never said. But this is how you're feeling. But this is a part of the situation, you see? Accidental love, a third party, and somebody more than likely was married here. That's what's presenting itself here. All right, so let's add to this with the Arrows of Love by Mystic Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What else needs to come through here, please, at this time? Farewell, yeah. You guys had to say goodbye to one another. But it makes you so sad, and you're losing sleep over this, Gemini. You know, it's like in your heart, logically, you know that it would more than likely be best for you to move forward, move on with your life. But there's a part of you that just can't seem to detach. Maybe you've tried. Maybe you've moved on to other relationships and it just didn't offer you the same type of passion or love that you were looking for, because you already found it with this person. Love language, deep conversation. I have a feeling you and this person, when you guys were interacting and talking with one another, texting, face-to-face interaction, talking on social media, however way that happened, every conversation was deep. Each conversation had so much to offer. And I also feel that you guys could talk for hours and it felt like minutes. I have a feeling, you know, some of you guys looked at your watches. It's like, has it really been 4, 5, 6, 7 hours? Have we really been talking that long? But that's how into each other you were. If you couldn't be physically together, then your phones were blowing up with texts and phone calls and emails or FaceTimes or whatever. What else, please, for Gemini? Realization, that light bulb moment. Look at how it's falling right below reunion and so close, you know? Maybe it took a separation for you to have this light bulb moment that you really wanted this person. But we also have caged heart here, damaged. So somebody is protecting their heart. It could be your person. Look at the next card. We've got rendezvous. Okay, this is very Two of Cups and energy for me, Gemini. So some of you guys could certainly be focused on a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You still want to connect. You still want a partnership in the 3D. You want unity. You want this connection. You don't want to just dream about it. You don't want to just fantasize about it. You want to manifest this for real. But look at this. Higher purpose. Followed by the masculine's energy here. And then we have the arrows of love, Cupid's arrow. And then we have the autumn season. So the autumn season is not that far away. So there's a higher purpose to why you guys were meant to meet in this lifetime. There are lessons attached to this destined meeting between the two of you. And do you see how these cards are lining up? We've got torture, I love you, and masculine. And it's so interesting how this masculine, or this male figure here, you know, he doesn't have anything on. And right here we've got a tuxedo. You know, so it's almost like he's been stripped bare of his emotions, of everything that he feels. And he's tortured that he cannot actually physically say, I love you to this feminine. It's torturing this person that they can't say it for real. Now this is interesting how this is lining up. True love, third party, arrows of love, Cupid. So some of you guys fell in love with a third party. Somebody who was already either married or in another relationship. Cupid's arrow struck. It struck you. And you fell in love with this person, even though perhaps you know that you were entering into a situation that was off limits. So time frame wise, we do have autumn. Okay, so something could happen here between the two of you during the fall season. It certainly is possible, Gemini. So let's add some tarot to this. Let me make some room on my desk here. Let's grab some tarot and let's see what else needs to come through. This is the Flaming Roses Tarot by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What else do we need to know for this love and life reading, second half of August? Is there a chance to bring this back for real? Or is it going to be a fantasy forever? Page of Swords. Okay, this is your own energy right here, Gemini. Curious, gossip. I have a feeling, especially for my masculines, you're really curious about your feminine. How she's doing, what's going on in her life, you know? And there could have certainly been gossip tied into the whole third party situation. There's also this very restless energy with this page. Pages typically deliver messages, and I have a feeling this masculine could be younger for some of you, younger than the feminine, really wanting to reach out, I feel. Putting in a lot of mental energy towards communicating with the feminine. And then we've got the Two of Coins here. So for some of you guys, you're focused on an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. This is all about balance. Balancing out those choices. Balancing decisions, those priorities, and adapting to change here between the two of you. What I'm feeling here too for some of you, Gemini, especially if you were dealing with an earth sign, maybe they were just doing a little bit too much for you at that time, to where you might have taken them for granted. And now that they're gone, now that they're not with you, you miss it, and you perhaps have had that light bulb moment and now realize you've had an aha moment. It's like, oh crap, you know, I could have done way more than what I did back then. I could have said this, I could have done this. So I feel that there are some regrets that you might be dealing with, you know. We do have the Death card coming through, Scorpio energy for some of you. So there's a transformation going on here between you and the person that you're focused on for this reading, Gemini. Something needed to come to an end. It has come to an end. That's why there's this energy of sorrow, and someone's drowning their sorrows, drinking too much, I'm telling you. And then we've got, you know, drinks right here. I have a feeling somebody has definitely overindulged when it comes to alcohol here. Not wanting to feel the pain of being in separation. And the Death card, you know, when it comes to love and romance, it's a relationship that comes to an end. But man, that love, it didn't go anywhere. You guys still love each other. This is your true love here, Gemini. Isn't this interesting? The Eight of Wands. Okay, this is picking up off of fire. So for some of you guys, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Quick changes and traveling is what's happening here between the two of you. You guys aren't here yet. I feel eventually this is where you guys are headed. Because I feel you guys are still going through some form of transformation here, Gemini. This is what I find so interesting about the Eight of Cups, because it represents the arrows of love. So remember, you already ended up getting the arrows of love from this deck. So I feel that you guys will have another opportunity to rekindle this. Cupid is doing his thing. That Cupid's arrow might strike again when it comes to the two of you. A new beginning. Sparks, new creation. The sparks are still flying between the two of you, Gemini. The sparks are still here. We do have the King of Wands. Okay, more fire. So some of my masculines, you're coming through as this King of Wands, somebody who's confident, a strong leader. And maybe, Gemini, especially if you're masculine Gemini, maybe when you were with this person back then, you were just wanting to explore your options in love and romance, and maybe you just didn't realize how special this connection was. Maybe you put love on hold back then. But somewhere along the line, you fell in love with this person. And maybe that's how you found each other. You were in exploration mode and you accidentally made a connection with this person. I'm feeling for some of you. You weren't looking for love, but you found it. Wow. Interesting. What else? We have the Queen of Cups coming up in the reverse. Okay, so some of you guys are dealing with this Queen of Cups, water energy, once again, in the upright, sensitive, loving empath. Okay, Queen of Cups, though, in the reverse is somebody who's very insecure. So some of my feminines, maybe that's how you are right now, being in separation from this masculine, not knowing how this masculine is feeling, not knowing if this masculine is even giving you a second thought. But I can tell you, he definitely is. You know, this divine masculine is all up in his head, all up in his heart space and in his head about this connection. But I do feel for some of my feminines, you are definitely insecure. What else, please, for Gemini? It's time to lay those heavy burdens down from the past. Whatever brought you guys into separation. Take responsibility for your own actions and lay the burdens down and move forward. And if you guys can actually both do this, that will definitely help on this journey that you guys are on to help bring you guys back together. If you both have the same desire to bring this back together, lay those burdens down. What else, please, for Gemini? Love it. 6 of Wands. So this has the capability, Gemini, of being a very successful union or reunion. This is victory right here. Success. Progress. And self-confidence, which I love, because remember, I feel that my feminines are feeling very insecure. So this 6 of Wands is going to make sure that, especially for my feminines, that you will find your self-confidence and know that this has the potential to still work itself out. Be very successful, a very successful reunion in this case. That's what's presenting itself here. All right, let me make some more room here and we'll grab some romance angels. Let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini in love and life. Yep, you guys need to have those heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. And I feel these conversations need to happen face-to-face. It's nice to have them online. It's nice to have them over the phone, but it's better face-to-face. In the 3D. Trust. The situation's calling for you to have faith, Gemini, that if it's meant to be, if it's meant to work out, it will. Now, look at this, retreat. And if you look at that photo, it's a bride and groom retreating, disconnecting. Okay, so if someone is married here, if, for example, your person is married, Gemini, and they're unfulfilled, and that's what created the whole third party, this person, if they really want to be with you, they're going to have to disconnect from this marriage in order to be with you. Healing of family issues is also a factor here. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So for those of you, for example, who lived or grew up in a household where your parents didn't get along or just didn't demonstrate a good, healthy, loving, lasting relationship, or if there was one parent missing and you grew up without either a father or a mother, however way that's presenting itself, you need to find space in your heart to heal from this so that you don't carry it forward in your adult life. You know, heavy burdens could be contributing to that. It's time to lay it down. It's time to heal from it, address it, and lay it down once and for all. And look at this. Reconciliation, okay? We have reunion already coming through there. There's a really good chance that this can come back together. The two of you could certainly be very flirtatious with one another. Look at this, divine timing, worth waiting for. Lastly, romantic feelings. Yep, you guys love each other. The romantic feelings are still here. That hasn't gone anywhere. So you guys might not be physically together right now, but the love is sure there. And you guys might even be connecting telepathically in the 5th dimension and interacting that way for now. But yeah, it's worth waiting for. It can still come back together, Gemini. Okay, so I'm guided to pull from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck. Let's grab some cards from here. Let's take a look and see what comes through. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. In love and life, second half of August. What else needs to come through here? Let's see what else. It does say the future. The future. I've always pictured you to be a part of mine. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that things could have gone so wrong between us. Our deep bond has been ripped into shreds by deception, third parties, and trust issues. My future, I don't know what it holds, but now I know you won't be a part of it, okay? So maybe when you guys went into separation, this is how they felt, or this is how you felt. That you guys had perhaps made plans for the future and it just got ripped into shreds because it was a third-party situation. But we've got so many references to reconciliation here, Gemini, that if the two of you ultimately want to be together, obstacles need to be removed, and whoever is entangled in a relationship where they no longer want to be, either this is you or your person, that needs to be addressed so that you can both be free to be together. And I know that this has come through before in my Gemini readings. It's still coming through because it hasn't been completely addressed. The best. I never expected us to be the best of friends so quickly, almost as if we've known each other before. And just when I started to get used to you being my best friend, you became my best love. I have a feeling the best is yet to come. You see? Accidental love. Two people that were just friends that could have certainly been best friends and ended up falling in love. The next message, timing. Wow, life is so simple for some people. They meet someone, they fall in love, get married, and live happily ever after. With us, it wasn't as simple. We met, we became friends, and more than friends. But life had other plans, other commitments, other obligations. It wasn't our time. Perhaps in our next lifetime it will be. Oh my God. So, yes, there are references to reunions and reconciliations, but remember, there's also divine timing at play here. Divine timing is not our understanding of time. You got to have patience, Gemini. And for some of you, if you end up not coming back together in this lifetime, perhaps that reunion and reconciliation will be in the next lifetime. Wow. That is crazy. Let's grab one more. One more for Gemini, please. Look at that. The end. I've tried to convince you that love was worth a shot, that you and I are so incredibly compatible, we're a perfect match. I've tried to make you see that I'll be here for you through thick and thin, that no matter what life hands us, we can make it through, but I can't keep trying for both of us. I guess we've reached the end of the road, okay? Because it does take two people to put in the effort. One person cannot want it more than the other. So if you guys really want to make this happen, it takes effort from both individuals. Because I feel it's certainly possible that the opportunity will present itself, but it requires action from either yourself, Gemini, your person, or both of you. All right, guys, so let's grab some messages. This is by All Things Intuitive. It's called Believe and Achieve. What else? Angels and spirit guides, please. What else, please, for Gemini? I am successful. Wonderful. And, you know, maybe, Gemini, there are times when you don't feel successful, not just in regard to your love life either. This is ultimately a love and life reading. So whatever part of your life, perhaps, where you feel like you fail to be successful, this is now you coming through, letting you know you have the capability of being as successful as you can possibly be. I am happy. If you're not there yet, you certainly have the capability of being happy moving forward. I am balanced. Love it. So you definitely need to be in balance in your life, Gemini, and perhaps that's been a struggle, okay? Not just in your love life either. So if you're not in balance, this is something that you need to work through, perhaps. Okay? So let's close this out, guys, with some angel numbers. This is my Twin Flame Angel Numbers deck. This is another deck by Mystic Moon. So let's take a look and see what needs to come through here. And as always, guys, you don't have to resonate with a Twin Flame connection. You can focus simply on the messages or replace the term Twin Flame with Soulmate if that's something that makes you more comfortable doing. So let's take a look. All right, Gemini, to close out your reading, we've got 2211. Visions in your third eye are coming in the form of telepathic waves from your twin flame. And I do kind of feel that already, you know, telepathic communication between the two of you. Until you're able to come together for real, I feel this is quite strong and quite prominent between the two of you. Look at the next message, 234. Your twin flame is leveling up their energy in order to match yours and will face you when the time is right. You see? Divine timing. Next message, 0550. Your angels say to wait and bide your time for better results. Exactly. And that's why divine timing is here, telling you it's worth waiting for. You got to have the patience and wait. Just wait and see. Wait and see. And you might just be surprised, Gemini, how this all unfolds for you. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Lots to take in here. Whatever part of this reading resonated with you, I do hope that it helped you out. And that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care.